Hello everyone and welcome to BizTalk, Small Business Big Talk, where we are here to talk to the small businesses in our local county. I'm Pamela Jacobs, the director of the Small Business Center here at Southeastern Community College. And today we have Miss Rebecca Simmons with us. Welcome, Rebecca.
Thank you.
So Rebecca, we just want to start off today talking about your business. And first we just want to ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 32 and I'm a mother of 3 beautiful children, very smart. I'm from the Waccamaw-Siouan tribal community. I am very active in the tribal community, and I'm very active in the white folk community as well, with healthcare.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to go into the healthcare industry.
I've always, from being very little, I always liked taking care of other people, whether it was the people that I was going to school with. I always was like the mothering type, and then as I got older and was taking care of the older people in our community, in our house, in our family, I found that I'm very good at it.
Right. Yeah.
And that I noticed that a lot of people could not do that. They just couldn't, they didn't have like the time, the patience, or the caring to do that for somebody.
Right. In your community, did you find that there were certain health disparities that your company focuses on?
I found that there are a lot of elderly people that aren't able to go to their missing doctor's appointments because they're not able to provide transportation for themselves.
Right.
And then we have transportation companies in Columbus County, but they still have to come out of pocket and pay.
Right.
And then it's a lot of waiting around. It could be an all-day thing to go to the doctor, and then they got a schedule stick to. So my company is offering, for those who need it, free transportation with one-on-one service to the grocery store once a week and to any doctor's appointments that they're needing.
Right.
And that is a totally free program with our company for our clients to help them get, because some of them have family members that don't live locally, and it's very hard for them to get home to take them to doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
So, and then they don't want to, a lot of the elderly people, they don't want to feel like a bother to their children.
Right. Right.
They say that a lot.
So we talked a little bit about what your company does. So one thing that we didn't do is we didn't talk about the name of your company and how you come to that name, why you decided to call your company what you do.
Oh, the company's name is Fallen Star Home Care, and I came up with that name because I'm part of the Fallen Star people. So
Okay.
that is how we came up with that name.
All right. So you named your business after the tribe and community that you're from.
Yes.
Okay. Do you see that the work that you do, doing the work that you do, how it is changing people's lives?
Yes. Yes. I had one lady, she needed some surgery, and she didn't want to do it because the previous surgery she was under anesthesia for a long time, and she ended up having a stroke. Well, the surgery she needed was life-threatening. She needed to have it. So I was able to calm her down and talk her through it, and she did it. Came out miraculous. It was great.
Yeah.
She is doing fantastic.
Good.
She is very glad that I was there with her.
Yeah. Well, and having a company not like this that can step in and help individuals that don't have transportation, that maybe they don't have the family support that they need, I can imagine that you being there with them has given them a better quality of life.
Yes, you see there's like a miraculous difference when they knowing that they have somebody there, not somebody just to come in and do care and then be on their phone and stuff. Right. Actually interact with them, talk with them, discuss with them. it changed miraculous.
Right. Well, and let's go back just a little bit and talk just a little bit about your journey. So I know that in some of our first interactions whenever coming into the Small Business Center, you know, when we sat down and we talked about business plan, we talked about finances, we talked about operating budgets, we talked about all of these things that you have to have in order to make the business work. And kind of tell me how that feels going from, you know, having it written down on paper and it being an idea of what you wanted to do, and to now seeing that that dream come to fruition.
It feels so great
Yeah.
to actually think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I planned it out. I've been working on it for a year to get everything I needed. And now to say that we're actually state licensed and open and operable,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
It feels fantastic.
Yeah. Because you had to go through, you know, a process. Tell us a little bit about what you had to do, like your licensing and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I had to get my LLC license. I had to get a few different type of state license. Then I had to get, for insurance purposes, some other licenses to be able to accept the insurances that patients and clients have. And so it was just a lot of learning as I go, because I'm used to working behind the scenes and not being up front in it. So that was a turn.
And you're a fairly young business owner.
I feel like
So yeah, so I applaud you for being brave enough, you know, to step out into the small business world, into the small business community. And some of the things that we try to make sure that we do here in the Small Business Center is to give that support, so that whenever you're starting that journey off, as you're going through all of these processes that you have just explained to us, that if you need additional help, or if you need financial support and that sort of thing, that we try to plug you into the right people that can give you that support that you need.
Yes.
To get to the end result. And that all of those things are really important. So have you had any partnerships here in the county?
We just partnered with Columbus Regional Healthcare. They're having a fair, and they invited us to come out as the home health agency to their Fair and Farmers Union.
Okay, that's very good. So what is it that, if you had to tell someone today, who maybe someone is watching our program today and they're thinking about starting a small business, and maybe they're your age or younger, what kind of advice would you give that person?
Oh, I would stick to it.
Yeah.
It might be hard at first. Stick to it. Don't give up. Giving up is the worst thing you could do. Keep going.
Yeah. And a couple of things I know that we have talked about before. When we initially are looking at a business and you're thinking about what it is that you want to do, you know, we generally tell folks, my advice is that it has to be something that you're passionate about, something that you like, more so that you love. If you can do something that you love to do, because that's the thing that's going to inspire you each morning to get up and to keep going and to make it work. You know, and you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good quarters, you may have some quarters that are not as good.
Right.
But having that solid foundation, that plan, you know, doing the research, knowing that when you're looking into the community, is this a need? Is there a need? What is the need, and can I fulfill it? You know, and I think that you've done a good job at identifying a need, not only in your community, but in your county, and saying, yes, this is something that I can do. And then going forward, you know, with that plan, with a plan of action of how to make it work and how to meet the needs of the people. What else would you like to tell us about your company?
We are also in process of opening a mental health side of our company. And we're working on that, and we're also covering not just Columbus County, we're covering Bladen and Robinson County now.
That's great. So you've expanded.
Yes.
You've expanded. So you started off Columbus County.
Yes.
And now you've expanded to 2 additional counties.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about the mental health side. What will that look like?
So it will help anybody that needs, like, a lot of these mental health clients, they don't have the room and board that they need. Like, they're in hospitals and they don't have nowhere to go home to because their home can't handle them. Right. So we're gonna give them housing options. We'll have like 3 different types of housing options. It depends on where they are on the scale, what they qualify for. We're working with Trillium with that, and we'll also give them like daily tasks to do. Like, we'll get them out and about to do things and not be stuck inside a home or a hospital all day just because they're different.
Right.
You know.
So that's another partnership you have, is with Trillium.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're really growing, and your partnerships are growing, expanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these individuals, you will help them be placed in, I don't want to say a home, but in a home for them.
Yes.
And they will have activities to help them to be able to interact and build those social skills.
Yes.
Is that what that's meant for?
Yes. And even if they're ones that can't build social skills, still just help them and introduce it to them on a regular, and let them, you know, they don't need to be stuck in just because they can't communicate very well.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. That sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
It sounds wonderful. So we want to say thank you for joining us today for this episode of BizTalk. The purpose of these series is that we talk with small business owners like Rebecca here, and other business owners and resource partners in the county. And we just want to give our business owners an opportunity to tell their stories. I think it's so important for us to hear stories from our small business community, to know that, you know, you may be an individual that has an idea and you're not sure what it is that you want to do. So we encourage you to think about the thing that you love to do the most. Think about where your talents, where your skills lie. Look in the community, identify what the need is, and then decide if you are the individual that can meet that particular need. Make a list of the things that you see as pros and cons. I think that that's sometimes part of the process whenever you're thinking about what you want to do, because a lot of times, you know, finances is an obstacle.
Yes.
Sometimes experience is an obstacle. So you have to know how to kind of work through those things. And so here at the Small Business Center, that is some of the things that we are here to help you do. We're here to help you identify what is that niche that you have, how to build on it, how to prepare your business plan, how to prepare your projections and your financials so that you will have a solid foundation to move forward. So we thank you for joining us today for this episode of Biz Talks. You can follow us on Educable and SEC YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.